Before my mom passed away, she had a signature dessert, and that was her famous frosted brownies. Once you had her brownies, no other brownie compared. They were so chocolatey and moist and delicious, but of course, not keto friendly in any way, shape, or form. So I have reinvented my mom's brownie recipe and made it keto style, and it is just as chocolatey, just as moist, and just as tasty as her original recipe. So if you want printable versions of this, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, after you hit that subscribe button, go over to that little bell that's right next to the subscribe button. Click that bell. That way you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And while you do that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Line an 8 by 8 inch square cake pan with parchment paper. In a large mixer bowl, combine 1 cup of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 cup of powdered swerve or powdered sweetener of your choice, and a ½ teaspoon of salt. Whisk these together until everything is fully combined and there's no lumps in the cocoa or in the almond flour. Make sure you really get in there and whisk good. Cocoa powder likes to bunch up on you, so really make sure you get all the lumps out of the cocoa powder and the powdered swerve. Everything needs to be fully combined. Set that aside. And in a large mixer bowl, combine 5 tablespoons of melted butter. Make sure it's fully melted and cooled. You don't want warm butter in there. It needs to be completely cooled. 3 tablespoons of room temperature sour cream. Make sure it is room temperature so you can have a smoother batter. 3 large room temperature eggs. Again, make sure these are room temperature. That way you can have a smoother batter, which makes for more moisture in your brownies. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Carefully add your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients. Make sure you go carefully. You don't want the dry ingredients showering all over the place, so go slowly. Then beat everything together on low for 10 seconds, or just until all the dry ingredients are wet. And then increase the speed to medium and beat on medium about 30 to 40 seconds, or until everything is fully combined and there are no dry ingredients left in the bowl. Scrape down the sides of the bowl if needed and push all of the batter to the center of the bowl. Then spoon the batter into your prepared cake pan. Use a spatula and spread the batter evenly throughout the entire pan. Then bake at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes or until a tester comes out clean. Let it cool in the pan for at least 1 hour. That way all the ingredients can firmly set together. Do not try to take it out before 1 hour. Once it's cooled for an hour, then use a butter knife and gently loosen the edges of the cake from the sides of the pan. And gently turn the brownies onto wire rack and let it cool completely before cutting or frosting. Once it's cooled completely, you can leave it just as it is and cut it into your desired sizes, or if you're like me, of course, we're going to frost them. For the chocolate buttercream frosting, in a large mixer bowl, combine 1½ cups of powdered swerve or powdered sweetener of your choice and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Whisk these together until they're fully combined and there are no lumps. Powdered swerve and cocoa powder both like to stick together and create lumps, so really make sure that you whisk it good and make sure all the lumps are out. Then add 4 tablespoons of softened butter, not melted. You just want it soft enough so that the butter will blend easily with the rest of the ingredients. So do not melt it, just needs to be soft. A half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 tablespoons of the milk of your choice. Beat on low for about 10 seconds or just until all the dry ingredients have got a little moisture on them. That way they don't go flying everywhere. Then increase your speed to medium and beat on medium for 1 minute or until the frosting is fully combined and nice and fluffy and creamy. Scrape down the sides of the bowl if needed and push all the frosting to the center of the bowl. Spread the frosting evenly on your cooled brownies. Make sure again that the brownies are completely cooled before you frost them. If you try to frost them when they're warm, they can tear the brownie up. So make sure it's fully cooled and spread the frosting nice and even across all the top of the brownie. Now you don't have to frost these if you don't want to. You can leave the brownies just as they are and then just cut them into the size of your choice. But if you're like me, I like my chocolate, I like my sweet taste, and I like flavor. So I always frost my brownies. Once your brownies are all frosted, cut them into the desired size, place it on a plate, and eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, then click that thumbs up like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.